News Dan Springer found out. The Seattle police may actually be encouraging pot use.
Hello, Seattle!
Look around this 22nd annual Hempfest in Seattle and you get the impression marijuana has gone mainstream. More than 100,000 people attended, many smoking pot in the open, some even offering our cameraman a toke.
You want this?
It's the first Hempfest since recreational pot use was legalized in the state, and the event felt like a victory lap led by the city attorney, Pete Holmes.
We did it! You did it! Last November, we changed the world.
Even the Seattle police got into it, joking about the munchies, as they passed out 1,000 bags of Doritos with stickers, an attempt to educate.
If we can do that in a way that's creative, that's funny, that's going to get people talking about marijuana, and that even broader conversation about drugs and alcohol and kids, what's allowed, what's not allowed, then we're doing our job.
Their job did not include enforcing the law. They didn't make any arrests or write a single ticket, even though using in public is still illegal, and no one under 21 is allowed to smoke it. We saw plenty, including this 19-year-old who was higher than the Space Needle.
When it comes to weed, it comes right out of the ground. You should be able to smoke it whenever you want.
But you can still be fired for smoking on the job and jailed for driving stoned.
Job-wise, it don't affect how I would do my job. It don't affect how I drive.
It clearly does affect brain cells.
It takes away knee pain, makes me think probably smoother. I'm definitely more fluent, let's say fluent. Is that a good word?
Fluent?
Fluent.
Like
I feel like, not languages, fluid as in like I feel as in the day, everything feels like a smoother, you know?
Fluid.
No, I said fluent. I did say fluent, yes.
Oh, okay.
As in like, fluent you normally say is, I guess you can do it well.
10 years ago, Seattle voters largely decriminalized the drug, requiring that pot enforcement be the city's lowest priority. But now the cops have gone a step further, actually making friends at Hempfest with free chips.
It shows that the cops, they are okay for it.
My buddy and I are going to send them back east to friends and family and let them see what the West Coast is doing for the marijuana.
All right, joining us now from Seattle, Dan Springer. What is the little message they had attached to the Doritos?
Well, here it is. I got the bag right here, Bill. It's a sticker that says, "We thought you might be hungry. We'll give you the do's and don'ts." And it says, you know, don't drive while high, don't sell to minors. But it says, do listen to Dark Side of the Moon at a reasonable volume and do enjoy Hempfest. They were passing out about 1,000 of these at the event this weekend.
You know, some of the people we saw smoking marijuana in your piece look mighty young.
Yeah, I would say that dozens, if not, well, hundreds of people were obviously under the age of 21, which made that illegal. And we didn't see the police going up to any of them, even warning them about the law and telling them that it's illegal for them to be possessing marijuana, let alone smoking it in public, which is illegal for everyone in the state of Washington still.
Is Seattle truly now past San Francisco as the most liberal town in the USA, do you think?
Well, on drug laws, I got to say that it is. I mean, we see that 10 years ago, the city decriminalized it by telling the police department, look, this has got to be your lowest priority. And since then, you see people downtown Seattle smoking pot out in the open, and they do it without any...
Does that happen all the time when you walk down the streets? I haven't been to Seattle in a while, kind of avoiding the place, but are there people smoking pot all over the place?
I would say that you do see people smoking pot, far more frequent than you do anywhere else. I've been in San Francisco. I don't see it as much there. So, yeah, it's definitely part of the culture here. And with this law passing in November, then it was like fair game. Now you see it out in the open all the time.
And the kids are going to be smoking it, so you get careful what you wish for out there. Dan, thanks very much.
Yep.
Plenty more as the factor moves along. I interviewed him about